Math Magicians. You guys have a math test tomorrow. So today we are going to do the review page. So you should be in your book on page 279. 279. And just like we always do, we're going to go through the directions first. Then you're going to pause me, solve the problems, come back and then double check to make sure that you are working correctly. Okay? So we're going to go through, we're going to mark out just a few problems. Graphing's not too bad. Number one, use the data from the frequency graph to make a picture graph. So you're going to use this data to make a picture graph here. And you get to decide which key or which scale. Do you want to use one sandwich is worth 1, one sandwich is worth 3, one sandwich is worth 2, or one sandwich is worth 4? You get to pick the scale, okay? You don't have to draw a sandwich. You can just draw a square or a circle or whatever. Make sure you give it a title. Use the data from the picture graph you made in question 1. How many students did not choose turkey as their favorite sandwich? So that's why there's that big bold word, not. Jasmine's class made a picture graph. That one's pretty easy. Just make sure you look at the scale. Look at the picture graph above. How many total hours? So that one's fine. How many more hours? There's our clue. We did some practice of these in weeks 2 and 3 combined. Remember what that means? And then week 1. So that one's fine. Number 6 is fine. 7, fine. 8. You just got to read them. Fine. Let's see. 9 should be fine. 10, you're going to use this information to make a graph. We're going to take out 11. Number 12 is fine. 13, good. 14, mark that one out. 15 is a long one, but it's fine. 16's good. 17's good. And we are going to take out number 19. All right. So your job right now is to stop me or pause me, solve the problems, then come back and we'll go over it together. So hit pause. Boop. Okay, you have paused me. You should have solved all these problems and now we're going to go over it. Graphing's not too hard. You just got to look at the data. All right, use the data from the frequency table to make a picture graph. And it says circle the key. So 14, 6, 2, 4. I'm not going to use 1 or 3 because these are all even numbers and these are odd. I'm going to pick 2. So I would favorite sandwiches. And I've got turkey, ham, tuna, and egg. Not for me. Okay, so turkey has 14, and if each one is worth 2, I'm going to divide it, right? 14 divided by 2 is 7, and that's correct, because 7 times 2 sandwiches is 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ham has 6, so ham, or 6 divided by 2 is 3, because 3 times 2 is 6. Tuna has 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And egg has 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And when I make my picture graphs, I try to line everything up. Okay? Use the data from the picture graph you made in question 1. How many students did not choose turkey as their favorite sandwich? So we're only taking turkey out of it. That's it. Okay? So then I can skip count by 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. See what it's asking? No turkey. So we take turkey away and we count what's left over. Okay, number 3. Jamie's class made a picture graph to show how many hours they volunteered each week. In which week or weeks did the class volunteer 9 hours? So again, we have to look at our scale. Each clock is worth 2. Each half clock is worth 1. And like I do, I like to count up all my time, or I like to count up my picture graphs. That way I don't have to keep looking back and forth. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 7. And it's asking which week volunteered 9 hours. Pretty easy, week 2. How many total hours did the class volunteer? So you could skip count by 2s. How many total hours? So that tells me I'm going to add them all up. I've got 10, 9, and 7. 9 plus 7 is 16. So 26 hours. It's a lot of hours. Okay, number 5. How many more? That's our clue. We'd remember to subtract. Hours did the class volunteer in weeks 2 and 3? Remember that combined word. So we have to add them together. I get 16 there. Then in week 1 had 10. How many more? 16 minus 10 is 6. Just remember, you got to read the whole thing. There's that word combined again. Weeks 2 and 3. Okay. Number 6. Mr. Thomas's class made a bar graph of the number of brothers and sisters in each student has. How many students in the class have one brother or sister? One brother or sister. Well, if I look at the scale here, it's skip counting by 2s. So I know halfway between 0 and 2 is 1. So I'm going over here. Yep, 5. Compare students with 3 brothers and sisters and students with 0. How many more? There's our clue. So 3 brothers and sisters, or 3, yeah. Compare students with 3 brothers and sisters. There's 3, I go up. It's in the middle. What's in the middle of 6 and 8? 7. And 0 has 2. So how many more? Oops, 7. 7 minus 2 equals 5. How many students in the class have 2 or more? So it's not just asking about 2, it's asking about 2 or more. So it's all of those. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to label my bar graph. So 7, 7, 2, and 1. So how many is that? I would add them all up, right? Because it's asking for 2 or more, not just 2, 2 or more. So 7, 7, 2 plus 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. Okay. Beth is making a bar graph to compare how many marbles of each color she has. She has 25 blue, 35 red, 5 green, and 15 yellow. Which scale makes the most sense? Look at what they all end in. Yes, I would say, let's go with 5s. They all end in a 5, which means they're all odd numbers, right? 1 would take forever because there's 35. 2 is an even number. So then you could do it, but you'd have to cut things in half. And 20 is way too big because we have a 5 little guy there. All right, use the information to make a bar graph. So blue has 25. Oh, we were going to go by 5s, right? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So blue has 25. Red has 35. Red's the winner. Green has 5. And yellow has 15. I bet you're doing really well so far. Okay. Number 12. The school had a fundraiser in the first part of the school year. In which month did the school make the most money? The highest amount? Pretty easy. Which one has the tallest bar? November. Pretty easy with that one. Look at the bar graph above. Suppose $45 was raised in January. Where would the bar end? So 45, it's going by tens. So where would 45 be? Halfway between 40 and 50. That's right. So it would be like there for January. I'm not going to write that. You probably have that. We skipped 14. 15 is a long one, but it's not bad. The frequency table below shows the time Kelly jumped rope during the week. Use the data to make a picture graph. So again, you get to pick your scale. Which one did you pick? I bet we picked the same one. They all end in a 0 or a 5. I'm going by 5s. Okay? You could go by 10s, whatever. So I'm just going to use X's instead of, if you drew your jump ropes, great. All right, Monday 15. 5, 10, 15. Because 15 divided by 5 is the 3, is the 3 X's. Tuesday had 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 divided by 5 is 4, so that's why I have the 4. Wednesday is 10, 5, 10. Thursday is 5. And Friday is 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. You could have chosen by 2 or by 10, that's fine. It says circle the key that you will use. That one makes the most sense in my brain. Okay, almost done already. Look at the picture of the graph. Look at the picture graphs below. Which type of book was chosen? I'm going to go ahead and mark down on my chart how many of each book. So if I look at my scale, a full book is worth 2. Each half a book is worth 1. 2, 4, 6, 8 for adventure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for mystery. 2, 4, 5 for nonfiction. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for adventure. 2, 4, 6, 8, half. 9 for mystery. 2, 4, 1, 5. Okay, did all that, and guess what I did? I forgot what the question was, so I'm going to reread it. Which type of book was chosen by the same number of students in each class? Which one is the same? Easy. Nonfiction. That's why I mark it. Makes it so easy to make those comparisons. How many students in classes A and B chose mystery as their favorite type of book? Well, mystery, 10. So it's asking about both classes. So I'm going to add, yes, mystery, and here we had 19. Pretty easy. Okay. Not so bad, boys and girls. Data is pretty fun and it's easy, I think, to read as long as you're marking your chart. So tomorrow you have your test on your single sign-on screen. And then Friday, we're not going to work in the book. We're going to do a little mini project with data. All right. Take your time on your test. I'll be watching.